What is up? YouTube, somebody else is starting. Rob is starting. How to start a YouTube channel, step by step for beginners over 40. I just got off the phone with one of my students, and I have like a couple of students that's saying, oh my God, I can't believe, I'm sorry, I'm doing too many things at one time. And she keeps saying that she is gonna do all this, do this, do these excuses. They sound like good excuses. They sound like smart excuses. I'm gonna take the dog for a walk, and I'm gonna give the dog a bath before I even start recording. I gotta learn what I need to do first. No, what you need to do is hit that record button and start recording a video. That's what you need to do. You can do that while you're learning all this so-called, what happened? The dog ate my homework. And we're going to show you, we're going to talk more about that right after this intro. Let's check it out.
Growth's got a formula most never learn. You don't need luck or talent, structure is earned. If you're ready to build and you know it's your turn, start with the 4 free videos, earn as you learn. Click on the more below to sign up.
That's right, guys. Click on the more, click in our links, and sign up for our 4 free videos, and to teach you from A to Z all the stuff you need to learn about why you want to do a YouTube channel and why you want to do it on a professional level. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
If you're over 40 years old or over 50 and you're considering starting a YouTube channel, the good news is it's probably a whole lot easier than you think. And in this
Okay, hey, let's keep going.
This video, I'm going to share with you why I think that is, but also step by step exactly how to start your own YouTube channel. The first step is deciding why you want to start a channel in the first place.
Well, if they want to start a channel, they already got that why they want to start a channel in the first place. Oh my gracious, man. Here we go.
Do you want to make money? Do you want it as a retirement project? Do you want to express a creative outlet, right? YouTube is perfect for that. Or maybe it's just a hobby. It's just something you're interested in and you want to start. But whatever the reason is, it's really important to identify why, because that's going to shape the direction that you go in creating your channel. Next, you want to pick a simple starting topic. So some people say you have to start with a niche. And that's not bad advice, but some people get all caught up in trying to develop the perfect niche or trying to define it so well that things become easier. Well, the simple truth is it's really hard to come up with a niche if you've never done this before. And perhaps a better way to approach it is just to start with something simple, something you already know something about, make a video on that, and then maybe your niche will become more clear as time goes on. So that kind of happened in my case. Like, I didn't know exactly how I wanted to start or what I wanted my channel to be about when I started. I thought it might have something to do with video editing or growing a YouTube channel. In the back of my mind, I thought that'd be great if I could get to a point where I can talk about that. But the reality is I hadn't grown a channel yet, so that didn't make any sense. So yeah, video editing or making money online. Since I was an online entrepreneur, I was a freelancer. So things like that is what I had considered.
That's funny because a lot of people look at my channel, at this channel right here, and I forgot to say, sometimes we forgot to, first of all, congratulations, because we just hit 300 subscribers on this channel, but Uncle Mike has 4 other channels, and one of our channels got over 500,000 subscribers, 507,000 to be exact, because people say, don't leave that 7,000 out, because there's a lot of channels that wish they had 7,000. We got 507,000 subscribers. And I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know that I can teach people how to do YouTube. And I think Uncle Mike has a real good formula that I have put together over the years to let you know slowly. If you're over 40, if you're over 50, if you need, one of the things you need is you need somebody to teach you slowly. Slow down, because a lot of this stuff they talking about, I'm like, yeah, right, yeah, that sounds good, but you gotta do one thing at a time and add one thing over and over again. Once you get used to all this stuff, add one more thing. Get used to that. Some things might be difficult to remember. Like right now, I am having a difficult time remembering some things that need to go into the YouTube videos.
But I didn't know for sure. And I was scared that I would pick the wrong thing. So what I ended up doing was I just started making videos on video editing. I picked something simple that I knew something about, that I knew a fair amount about, and I started making videos on that. So don't worry about properly defining a niche just yet in the beginning. Just pick something simple that you know something about and make a video on it. And if that doesn't help, then maybe try thinking about what it is that people ask you about. Do people ask you about things? And when I say people, I mean your friends and family. Now, that doesn't mean you have to tell your friends and family that you're doing this. It's just in trying to help get the thought process started. Think about what it is you talk to your friends and family about.
Okay.
Like at a gathering, at a party, at a dinner party, or when you go out with friends. What do you typically talk about? Somewhere in there is probably something you're either interested in or passionate about enough that you could make a video about it. And also, don't worry about coming up with a whole bunch of ideas to begin with. The reality is, as you make a video, you're probably going to come up with other ideas in the making of that video. And if you're lucky enough to get responses or comments from people who watch your video, you could very well get new ideas from those comments or from answering questions that you might get. Once you have a topic, the next thing is to figure out how you're going to make the video. So what I strongly recommend you do here, and this is what I would do if I was starting over, is I would start with the gear that I have. And you might say, well, I don't have any gear. Well, you probably do if you have a phone. Okay, all you need is a cell phone to make a video. I can't stress that enough. Sure, you can spend thousands of dollars on cameras, and there's some pretty cool cameras out there. There's drones, there's the Insta360 degree camera, all kinds of cool stuff. But you don't need any of it. I'm just using my phone here. That's all I would use if I was starting over. So start with the gear that you have. Really all you need is audio and video. Okay, the phone can handle both, but if you did want to spend some money on gear, I would highly recommend you do it on the audio side and not the video side. Use your phone for the video. Even a 5 to 10-year-old phone even is probably good enough to take a video. But the audio, you know, the microphones on phones today don't tend to be that good, especially if you're in a noisy environment where there's lots of other noise going on, or wind, for instance, if you're outside. Now, I'm in a car right now, so there's no wind at all. I could just use my phone audio. And in fact, just so you can compare, right now I'm switching over to the phone audio so you can see the difference. Okay, now you're listening to me talking on my phone, right? You're listening to my phone's microphone. Now I'll switch back and we're back to this DJI mic. So that'll give you an idea of the difference. But if you wanted to spend some money on some equipment, I'd highly recommend you do it on the audio side and not.
Yep. Holly, okay, let me see this real quick. Watch this, y'all.
Phone audio so you can see the difference.
I don't even know how you hook that DJI thing up to your phone. And that DJI costs $350. It might be a little cheaper by now.
Especially if you're in a noisy
I like the way it sounds,
where there's lots of other noise going on, or wind, for instance, if you're outside. Now, I'm in a car right now, so there's no wind at all. I could just use my phone audio. And in fact, just so you can compare, right now I'm switching over to the phone audio so you can see the difference. Okay, now you're listening to me talking on my phone, right? You're listening to my phone's microphone. Now I'll switch back and we're back to this DJI mic. So that'll give you an idea of the difference.
Yeah. Now let me show you something. Just let me show you something. Okay. I'm gonna put this one on the charger. Now, this is the DJI microphone he's talking about that he has. DJI. Y'all see the DJI? Well, I got it on blur mode, so these are the DJI clip-ons, right? I'm hoping y'all can see this right here. Now, this thing right here cost me about $300, $350. You can look it up. You can Google it. DJI. Very good. Now, this right here, And I can leave a link and stuff for you and everything. If you leave something in the comments, because I know we're going to forget. Same thing. I like the fact that the microphone is a little smaller. Now, clarity, first of all, this is $89. So this, let's say $90. So under $100, this was $300. This case feels heavier, so the battery might be stronger. So long story short, I'd rather go with this one. You get a little bit better clarity, but you have to listen to one video, then listen to another video, then listen back and say, yeah, this is clear. Listen to this. This is just a little bit clear. I don't think people are going to make that much of a, fuss. But this is way better, way clearer than the microphone by itself. Why? Especially when he's recording. Like right now, I'm way back here and the camera is like way over there. So your voice have to travel. I'm giving you some sound technician classes. Your voice have to travel all the way to that camera to pick up the microphone. But guess what? This is a lot clearer because the voice travel straight to this microphone. You see the difference? So if you have this clip on, any clip on, as soon as you clip it on, wherever you're going to clip it on now, let's say you clip it on just like he has it clipped on. I don't like this shirt. Boom. Now, whatever the microphone is at, I just clipped it on. The voice, the sound has to travel from here to here, even though it got to turn and go right here, but it's a shorter distance. The shorter the distance is for your audio to travel to your microphone, the clearer the quality is going to be. And that's facts. Now let's keep going. As soon as I can find my mouse. I'm on the wrong mouse.
But if you wanted to spend some money on some equipment, I'd highly recommend you do it on the audio side and not the video side.
Yeah.
People will forgive less than ideal video far quicker than they will less than ideal audio. That said, even if your audio isn't that good, you can still have a very successful video if your message is good enough. Now that you got your topic and you've got your gear, the next step is to make your first 10 videos. Now, I don't mean make all 10 in one go. That's called batch processing. I mean, that's not a bad strategy once you get into it, but you're not there yet. If you're just starting, one video at a time is just fine. So why do I say 10? Well, it's going to take you time to get used to making videos and to get good at making videos, quite frankly. You're not likely going to make a great video with your first one, okay? But don't let that stop you from uploading it. Make your first video, upload it to your channel, okay? I can't stress that enough either. Done is far better than perfect, and you're not going to be perfect anyways. I am never perfect with any of my videos, even at this point, and I've made over 400 videos. Right? In fact, I'd go as far to say there's not many people out there. There's probably not anybody out there who makes perfect videos unless you talk about, Hollywood films or TV shows or things like that. Right? Anybody making videos on YouTube, probably if they were to look at their videos afterwards and really dissect them, they would identify things that they had wished they had done better. So you're never going to get away from that. All right? You're always going to second guess yourself. You're always going to think you could have done better, but honestly, done is better than perfect. So stop trying to chase perfect and just make your videos. And by making 10 videos, okay, and trying to get better each time you make a new video, you will naturally get better. Okay, so follow me through on this. You make a video, you upload it to YouTube, you hate it, you hate the way you sound, you hate the way you look, you hate the way you edited it, if you edited it at all. Did I say that right? Edit. You don't even have to edit your videos if you don't want to. If you're just starting out, just press record on your phone and talk to it and talk about the thing you want to talk about, right? Make your video, upload it. Now, when you watch that video back, again, you're not going to like it, and that's okay. But what it'll do is it will kind of force you to think about what you could have done better. All right? Make some notes even if you find that helpful. I used to do that. I'd write down notes. No, I want to do this better. I I need to get better at the intro. I need to get into the video quicker instead of introducing myself and just talking about myself so much. I've got to turn the focus around on the viewer and talk to them through the lens of the camera instead of talking, just about myself. That's just an example. But there are going to be things that you wished you had done better. Write them down. And then when you make your second video, try to improve on those things. Okay, what could you have done better in your first video? Try to do that in your second video. And then repeat that in your third video. Okay, do that for 10 videos. Make your first 10 videos. Then you've got a channel that's got 10 videos. And again, don't do them all at once. And in fact, you don't even have to do them in a very short period of time. Just however long it takes you to make 10 videos, do that, right? Maybe it's 1 a week. Maybe it's 2 or 3 a week even. That would be fantastic. But 1 a week is fine. Even 1 every 2 weeks. Yeah, I tend to think of 1 video per week as kind of like the standard, almost the minimum if you want to grow a channel. So if you can do that, that's great, because then things are also fresh in your mind after making a video when making your second video or your third or your fourth, right? It makes it easier to learn or to improve as you go. The bottom line is your first 10 videos or even 20 or 30 videos are just for you to train, to practice, to get better at making
there it
videos.
Is. Practice.
Your first 10 videos aren't going to be the
practice.
ones that grow your channel and turn you into a big YouTube success, right? That will come later. All right. Your first 10 videos are for you and you alone to practice. Okay. Put them on your channel though. Like it's no good. I mean, it's somewhat good, but I'd argue that it's not really that good to make these 10 videos and not upload them to YouTube, because what's the sense of that? There's no, it's almost like an escape route, right? And you don't learn as much from that. Upload those videos. Be proud of them, even if you don't love them, even if you're even embarrassed about them. Don't worry about it. You're not making these videos for you anyways. Well, you kind of are. I said you were. Your first 10 videos you are making for you in the sense that they are practice for you to get better at making videos. Okay? But when you make videos for YouTube, the end goal is not to make videos that you would be interested in anyways. You aren't your audience. Your audience is what YouTube is hopefully going to find for you with your help by you making better and better videos. Okay? So again, it doesn't matter how much you like or don't like your videos. What matters is what your viewers think. Okay? And YouTube will help you naturally find the right audience for you. The next step is, and I already talked about this a little bit, but learn from your videos. Okay? You will naturally learn from your videos by kind of watching them back and seeing what you don't like about them and what you do like about them. Okay? But you can also get into your analytics a little bit, your analytics, the stats, right? In YouTube Studio, you can look up how your video is doing. Now, I caution you, don't get too wrapped up in this, especially early on, because it might be a little demoralizing. If you're not getting views right off the bat, that takes some time. But it's not a bad idea to get used to what kind of information you can find in there. Simple stuff, like how many views are your videos getting each day, right? On launch day, on day 2, on day 3. Like you can go in and look at this information. How many views your videos are getting? What is the watch time your videos are getting? That's interesting. What is the retention of your video? Like, and what I mean by that is how long, if people click in to watch your video, how long are they sticking around for on average, right? YouTube will give you a graph that'll show you that once you have enough data, right? So you're not going to get that right away, but eventually you'll start getting enough data that YouTube can show you this graph that'll say, for instance, 30 seconds into your video, 50% of the people are still watching, or 40% or 60% or whatever it is. And you can see how many people are still watching after X number of minutes throughout your video. Very cool stuff, and you can learn a lot from that. You can also learn your click-through rate, right? Of the number of times that YouTube gives an impression to your title and thumbnail to your video, how many, what percentage of the time are people clicking on that to watch it, okay? You might think that 100% would be perfect. That's unattainable, okay? That would mean that every time an impression is shown of your video, it's clicked. that's unrealistic. Like when YouTube shows impressions, like if you think about your YouTube homepage, you're typically going to see 6, 9, 16 videos to choose from, right? You're going to pick one, right? So on average, even if your video is selected an average number of times, let's say there's 6 videos there to choose from, then 1/6 will be, and what's the math of that? I don't know, but it's pretty high. So I tend to think of anything over 5% for a click-through rate is good. But again, another caution here, I caution you to compare your click-through rate with somebody else's. A better comparison would be to compare your click-through rate to your own. So what that means is from one video to the next. And if you can notice, if you can see that your click-through rate, or CTR, it's often called, if your CTR is getting better with each new video, that's a good sign. That's a sign that your titles and thumbnails are doing their job and getting people to click on them. Okay, so learn from your videos, and not just the analytics, but hopefully from your viewers as well. If you start getting comments and or questions in the comment section of your videos, that's fantastic. You want that. If you're not getting that, then try to get into the habit of, in your videos, asking people to comment, right? Ask them questions like, what did you think about this video? Let me know below. You know, that's something you could ask towards the end. Maybe in the middle of your video, you might just, if you think about making a video as a conversation with somebody, then maybe you would ask them, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Right? Try to encourage people to leave comments below. And if that works, and you do get comments or questions, make sure you answer them. Reply to every comment, answer every question for as long as you can. I've got over 100,000 subscribers now, and I still answer every comment that I get. Okay? Sometimes it's a quick answer. Like if the comment is very short, my response would be very short, or maybe I just, leave a heart or leave a like to the comment, something like that. But I engage with every single comment that I get. So if I can do it at 100,000 subscribers, you can certainly do it when you're just starting out. Okay? So, and building an audience of viewers becomes so much easier if you build a community around your channel, and that starts in the comment section of all your videos. So keep that in mind. The next step is to simply keep showing up. Okay? Keep showing up and keep making videos. Don't quit too soon. Well, what's too soon? You might think, well, I've made, 5 videos, and over the course of, say, 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm not seeing the views that I want. I know of other channels that have 50 subscribers by now, or 100 subscribers by now, and I only have 5. So I'm obviously not very good at this. I'm going to give up. Well, I believe that happens a lot, like way too often. And it's that these new creators are just not giving it enough time. You got to give it time. Results lag the work. Okay? The results lag the work you put into your channel. All right? The results come later. That's the bottom line. If it's so easy to give up after 10 videos, like if you don't see the results that you want after 10 videos and you decide to give up, what that tells me is you probably didn't love doing it anyways, and maybe you were doing it for the wrong reasons, in which case you really should go back to the first step I talked about here. What was your why? Like, why did you start YouTube in the first place? Was it to build a business? Was it because you enjoyed it and you wanted it to be a hobby?
There you go.
Was it because you wanted to leave a legacy for your family members or your kids?
What's your
to
why?
know who you were and what you were interested in? What is your reason? Maybe you have to revisit that. Like, if you ever feel like quitting and giving up because you're not seeing the results, revisit your why and remind yourself why you're doing this. Okay? Growth can take a long time. This is not an hourly job. If it is money that you're interested in and you want to grow this into a business or even it become your career, it's not going to start overnight, typically. Sometimes people get lucky and they'll get one viral video and they'll get monetized and they'll make some money from it. But if that happens, usually what happens after that is views come back down, and then they get demoralized trying to chase that same viral video. Like, what did I do that made that happen? How do I find that again? How do I make that happen again? And they'll get frustrated and they might quit, right? That's not necessarily what you want. It might sound cool to go viral, but it could bring a lot of negative effects along with it, right? And some people struggle with that. So a better approach is just stick with it, keep showing up, make sure you enjoy it. Okay, you really do have to enjoy it. Being a YouTuber means making videos. Okay, at its core, you're a videographer. You make videos and you upload them to the world. Okay, to your audience that, as long as you stay on message and all of your videos are kind of talking about the same thing, you're just attacking it from different angles. As long as you stay within your niche, within the topic that you decided you want to make videos about, YouTube will get better at finding the right audience. And as long as you stick with it and you keep making these videos, you will get better at making videos that people want to watch. Okay? And those two things together will result in your channel eventually starting to grow. What does it mean for a channel to grow? It means getting more subscribers. It means getting more views. Okay? And the other thing that people tend to miss a lot is the longer you are a creator, the larger the library of videos you will be creating.
Growing.
Okay? Like if you make 10 videos a month, in a year, that's 120 videos. Okay? Surely you will have learned how to make better videos after making 120 of them. And now you might think, well, 120 videos, holy crap, how am I going to make that many videos? Well, you're going to make them one video at a time.
There you
and then
go.
when you're making the next video, you're going to try to improve on something from the previous video or the video 2 videos before that. And you're going to try to get better with every video. And the better you get at making videos, the faster your channel will start to grow. And when growth happens, it happens exponentially. Okay? It may look linear right off the bat, right? You may be getting, 10 views for every new video you release. Maybe your first 10 videos only ever get 10 views. All right? That could very well be. But eventually, you will make a video that will surprise you and will get more videos than you expect. Okay? But then what'll happen is you'll expect that on the next video, and then it's going to underperform in your mind, and you're going to get demoralized again. It's like, oh crap, I thought I was there, but now I'm not. And then you're going to be down there for a little bit until eventually another video will outperform your expectations and maybe become your best video yet. Okay? The more you keep doing this, the more you're adding to your library of videos, right? And then the more each new or successive video you come out with will get viewers. The more viewers it will get. Okay, so now picture video number 11 you just release. Let's say it's the one that gets maybe 2 or 3 times more views than most of your other videos normally get. Well, now you've got new viewers, right? If it's getting that many more views, it's going to be from new people. Okay, so now you've got new people watching your video, liking your video, and then perhaps going back into your library and watching what else you've got. Okay, now imagine that 100 videos in or 120 videos into your journey, right? You find a new subscriber because now you're going to be getting many more subscribers with each new video. Now you've got a whole bunch of people that, I really like this video. Oh, wow, 120 other videos. Let me go check them out. Watch time goes through the roof. Everything compounds, right? That's what happens when you allow it enough time, when you allow growth enough time to take hold. Okay?
That's what it's about. You have to allow the growth. You have to take the time. I say 2 hours a day. If you can take 2 hours a day, get on it, get off it. Get on it, get off it. Growth is going to come.
And the only way to make that happen is to keep showing up.
Keep showing
That's the bottom
up.
line. You got to keep showing up and keep making videos. And the way that's going to happen is if you enjoy doing it. I started this channel when I was, I think, 52 years old. Okay? Many would think over the hill. At the time, I thought it was. It's like, am I too old to do this? Is what I thought. Honestly, I thought that. Am I too old for this? Like, isn't this a young person's game? It's not. I would say anybody over 40, this is perfect for, okay? Not because of the age thing, but it's because of the experience, okay? If you're over 40 or over 50, you've got life experiences that many younger people don't have yet. You've learned a lot, whether you realize it or not. Maybe you just have to sit down and brainstorm what it is you've learned over your life. And maybe you think about, personally, hobbies you've picked up along the way, things you've gotten good at, maybe something in your work life, maybe something in your education, right? There's something that you've gotten good at that you would be a good person to talk about these things in videos, okay? Because of your experience, right?
Fact.
If you want to learn how to garden, do you want to learn gardening from somebody who just picked it up and they're in their 20s, right? And they've just started? Probably not. You probably want to learn gardening from somebody who's been doing it for a long time and they've learned a lot of things, okay? Somebody with experience. That's somebody who trends older, okay? You've got the experience. You just have to identify what it is you're going to talk about and start making videos about it. If you want help getting started with your channel, I've put together a free YouTube Kickstart Kit, is what I've called it. And you can download a free copy of that. I've got a link below in the description. And if there's something specific that's holding you back from starting your own channel, it's something you want to do, but there's just this one nagging thing that's stopping you, let me know what that is. Maybe it's confidence talking to the camera. Maybe it's the style of video you want to make. Maybe it's the tech. You're overwhelmed by tech. Maybe you don't know how to edit videos and you don't want to get into that. And you're wondering if maybe, do you even have to edit videos? Whatever it is, whatever's holding you back, let me know what it is down below, and maybe I'll be able to help you work through that, or somebody else in the comments might be able to help as well. All right, so my name is Rob. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
All right, Rob, most definitely, man. I think that while you're recording your videos and while you're learning, every Monday should be pick something to focus on Monday. And all this week while you're recording your video, you add one thing at a time, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, when I was there's some things I tried and I couldn't get. Like, for example, we tried a system where we got 2 cameras. I got 2 or 3 cameras. We need this camera. We need another camera. So I was doing a crossfade. So sometimes while you're watching this way, then we'll crossfade to a side view. Sometimes I'll look over there at the camera at the side view. Then we come back to this camera. And was it worth it? No, it was twice as long for our editors. I had to stop this camera, stop that camera, put things together. So we tried that. Don't be afraid to try things. You try something, it don't work, take it out. Try something else. One of these days you're gonna find something that is bam, and you just hitting home runs over the fence. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike, told you so. Peace out.